Oh, Austin, you don't need to worry about being present. We just appreciate your very lurking here.
Oh no! I misspelled Teddy Lobbits? Oh, not the name of that guy. How could I misspell this? I must correct it immediately. Oh no. Oh no, he spells it like this? Wow. Wow. What up, you little sorrows? What up, what up, what up? How is everyone doing today? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. You know what it means when it's Thursday? It means the weekend is almost here. Everybody loves the weekend. Woohoo. Not the band, but like the weekend. I'm not familiar with the Weekend band. You can love them if you like. I can't vouch for... I think I've heard one song by The Weeknd, maybe. I just know it's a band. Or a person. Is it a band or is it a person? I can't berate my teammates to not care then? I'm not telling them to not care. They clearly already care, okay? They clearly already care. I'm on them about the fact that they supposedly care, and yet no one cared to check up on him in any of our iterations of the ending so far. The one where we make a very poorly thought out decision. The one where we make a thought out decision but we don't say the exactly right things. And then the one we're doing now. What do you mean it's time? That's not what Thursday means, Austin. I'm gonna ban you. You're getting banned. You're getting banned for ruining the Thursday vibes with such atrocious lies. Don't lie like that, Austin. Give me my time out. Oh no. He has his warning. You should know better than to say such awful things about Nanako. Alright, y'all. I say... Oh shoot! My little guy's not up. I'm not in Discord. I need my little guy. Little guy, where are you? There's my little guy. There I am. There I am. There I am. Alrighty. I say we jump like right on into it, you guys. Oh, switch glasses already before we even jump into it? It's wild. I'm really relishing in the fact that I can currently click on other frames and the game is still playing the music. Because so often it doesn't do that. Hello, Clem! Clem, was it you that I saw complaining in the, Was it you I saw complaining about how we stream too late at night? For people in Europe to watch, or was that somebody else? Cause I'm just gonna state for the record, the earliest I can physically stream on weekdays is 5 o'clock. And sometimes I like a little buffer room. It might have been Horrid. I know either Clem or Horrid said it, and then the other person agreed, I think. This is what happened. But I just wanted stated for the record. On weekdays, the earliest I can physically stream, unless I take work off, is 5 o'clock my time. So, alas, that's the best I can do for anybody. Or I could start waking up like in the middle of the night. Would that be better? for the across the pond viewers.
Holy moly's, Austin, you've been watching for 45 consecutive streams. That's like a crazy
Stream before going to work. Yeah, get up at like 4 in the morning to stream. And then go to work. I don't know if midday would actually be much of an improvement. Because I'm assuming midday they're at work. No? I'm sorry, Lovitz. I have parents that actively choose to get up at 4. Why? I don't know. They're old. They're a bunch of old people. I mean, I guess they're not really even that old, but they're old people, you know? What am I doing? Oh, I feel very tired and I must rest. Nanako's gonna be okay because Nanako never died and nothing bad happened. There's worse. Hopping into hospital with Mama Tame. The snow that started to fall and the fog that won't disappear. What lies ahead from here on? You feel very tired. You should hurry. Get some rest for today.
Rest.
What would not resting yet? Like, would that just give me an opportunity to save? It's you people again! Invading my brain. This is my personal private space. I don't appreciate you coming here without even knocking. This.
Welcome.
Hi, Igor.
It's been quite some time.
Yeah, I liked it that way. Yeah, Sally always streams super late. That's just when she can, so. I can't wake up past 7 during the week because of that. I'm sorry, Lovitz. I'm sorry. But you know what? It's good that you're trying to keep a pretty consistent sleep schedule, though. You don't want to have too much deviation, lest you mess up your noggin. And the rest of your body doesn't function because your noggin all messed up. I just noticed the roof of the velvet room seems to be expanding and contracting. Oh, so it does. Oh, so it does. Great. It's like I'm inside a creature's mouth. Or stomach. Or other internal organ. It seems you've been summoned to the Velvet Room.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world.
Okay, but that's a part of why I'm alarmed. Because, again, my guy, the thing about my brain is this is my personal, private space just for me and the Lord, okay? Like, I don't like other people coming in here and messing with stuff, okay? You didn't even ask. You just kind of invaded. I don't appreciate it, sir.
I have summoned you within your dreams.
Yeah, I noticed.
Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far.
I mean, I feel like I've stayed in Inaba pretty much the entire time for the journey. Like, yeah, I did get a scooter, and it does let me visit another, like, city and everything, but that wasn't really required for the journey. So, pretty much just Inaba.
Do you believe
I don't know if a
you'll be able
TV
to
is really
successfully
distance.
solve this mystery?
Probably. There's something else funny going on with the TV. And it's weird because in one of the other endings, the guy... Okay, do you know about the other endings, Igor? Let me tell you. Okay, sit down. I have news. So in one of the other endings, they mentioned that the man confesses to all the crimes except for the first 2. So then it's like, what the heck and heck, am I right? Because if he's feeling guilty enough to confess, why wouldn't he confess to all the ones that he did? If he didn't do the first 2 ones, what? Did the TV just reach out and grab people? Or was it somebody else? Because I got my eyes on everyone in this town, let me tell you that. You can't use the alternate universe. And they gave it to me! They gave it to me, Lovitz. I got the alternate universe knowledge, alright? I have the ability to metagame. That's my persona. Probably. You gotta tell them about the Mega Beef Bowl challenge and how you beat it finally after failing so many times that the average person would never do. Yeah, the fact that I passed the Mega Beef Bowl challenge just proves how above average I am. I'm so above average because how many people would even dare to attempt the Mega Beef Bowl challenge as many times? Metagamus, that's right. Cielo, that's right. Thank you. That is my persona name. Are you proud of Buena, Igor? Yeah, Igor, are you... Please stop looking at me. I'm sorry, I went from looking at your chat, Lovitz, to looking at him when I asked that question, and then he blinked at me like that, and I would actually like it if you stopped looking at me. But yeah, I definitely can solve it. I am...
Splendid.
I have all of the stats.
The precise destination of this vehicle. That too is getting rather hard to judge.
Are we in the TV world? All that's outside is like staticky mist or fog. Is that where this quote-unquote car is? Because I'm pretty sure cars don't breathe, mister. Alright, unless this is Transformers. And even then, I don't think those cars breathe. I don't think they have lungs.
If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach.
How? How could you? I'm not physically here. This is a dream. I'm gonna wake up.
Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey?
Oh,
It
is
was
this
for that
is this
purpose that I summoned you here tonight?
the obligatory anime flashback? But like as an episode? Is this a clip episode? The clip episode? Sometimes those can be fun, but most of the time they just suck. I like how Avatar does theirs. Voices you've heard many times before echo in your mind.
Really getting it is totally different. I mean, really finding yourself.
Oh, is this gonna be all of the people whose social links I've maxed out?
We are
Nope, it's just
experiencing
Igor
the words
now.
engraved into your memory during
Oh.
your journey.
Oh, okay.
Failing to understand.
No,
and
it's definitely
failing to
not.
Listen are rather different things.
Because I don't have you maxed out yet.
All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Everyone's like, think! Spend time thinking! Don't stop thinking, and if you don't have an answer, then you're lying. I gotta disagree with Kanji on that one. I think it's... Sometimes you're not gonna know something, that's fine. But if you're saying that you're actively stopped, like you stopped looking for the true answer to feel comfortable, even then, it's not like you have to be lying to yourself. You might have just stopped looking. I'm just been like, well, I guess I don't know. It's all a lie. Anyway, I just take beef with that phrasing.
Right. Together.
Everyone has been Igor. No! It's all been fake. No, it can't have all
It
been
seems you
Igor.
have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
Igor, are you the first murderer? Are you the one that got this all kickstarted because you wanted me to go on an adventure or something? And then somehow you got this other guy involved to do the rest of it? It seems that the car has stopped moving.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life.
Well, yeah.
Though there
A
is
lot's
much left,
happened.
it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently.
Are you a robot? The way you just said, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Like you had to load the next sentence before
Some
you said
travel
it.
fast,
Hey,
Some change
Saberdix!
their
Welcome,
course.
welcome!
experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the
I see
state
change in your
of
life. This is the
heart.
clairvoyance. That's what they always say.
Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
I'm doing well, I'm doing well. I'm ready to get the good ending. We're gonna get the good ending! And we're trying to piece together the mystery that everybody conveniently decided to leave completely unsolved in the other two options. Bing bong! What the heck? Why is there a doorbell in a car? You can hear something in the distance. Or is this my house and it's waking me up? Is this a bing bong at my house and it's waking me up? I think so. Bing bong? We playing Peak? I love Peak. I need to play more Peak. I haven't played Peak in 57 years. It seems that you've been sleeping until now. You hear the doorbell ringing. Someone seems to be at the door. Okay, jeez. All right, man. I'm gonna get it. Of course it would be Yosuke. Oh, yeah, he didn't leave a note this time. So I guess we didn't know about it. Okay, fine. You're allowed to panic because supposedly we're friends with this guy. They're working on a new biome? Ooh, la gasp. I will have to play Peak soon then. Yes, we'll have to play much Peak soon. I know Level wants to do a community Peak. He sent me some rules for it I still have to read, where he's like, this is how we can do the setup. So we might have to try and orchestrate something like that. I just feel like Peak it might be a little harder, because we'd have to have different servers for, like, 4 groups of 4 each. And if we were racing each other or something, each group would be racing. Type thing.
Hello
It'd be
there.
interesting how that would function. It's gonna be the last peak update? Dita, don't tell me that. It can't be the last one. They have to keep adding stuff for forever. New biomes for forever. Today I was playing The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. Good game. Recommend it, but it needs VR though. Ooh, nice, Cybridix. I'm glad that you had fun. Ah, I see, love. It's I see. I feel like it would be very difficult to make that function. What up, Neil Kane? Oh yeah, Teddy's missing! Oh no! It's a good thing that we can spell his name properly on all the posters we're gonna write, though. I'm worried. Ah, he'll be back soon. Well, he's definitely not gonna be back soon, so I guess I have to say I'm worried if we're gonna make any progress on this.
Me too. He was acting all weirdly.
Just imagine if it was an option to say, ah, he'll be back, and just never go after him.
Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side.
He probably did.
We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Jeunesse?
Every day's great, I Jeunesse. Where could Teddy have gone? In any case, you decide to go look for him. There's only one place for Teddy to go. You want a third bad ending? Well, shouldn't we unlock all the endings possible, Lovitz?
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
Have we tried summoning our personas here, though?
He really went back to
Maybe
his
that'll
world this
help.
time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
You recall the mysterious dream you had last night. This may be a time for contemplation rather than action. That's what Igor said, but...
He'll be back for sure. No use getting worked up. Let's think about this.
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san.
Yeah, because we saved all the other ones.
From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
When I hear you put it like that, sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Mm-hmm.
Back up
I'm
to
trying
yesterday.
to remember
Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer?
the events with the van. Because if we found... It's weird that we would find paperwork in the van that, like, is like, oh, here he did, like, have specific associations with them. I mean, we knew he had it with the announcer, right? That one we knew he had a connection to her. But, it's weird that those would just be sitting there. Though I guess he also had, like, a journal of his victims, didn't he?
That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet. Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
Well, obviously there is something else. Just based on meta information that we know. But yeah, everything that he has directly told us about what it means to him to save people, like our interaction with him and how he was talking about Nanako, very much seems like it was his intention to kill them through the TV. So all of those, based on what we do know of him, we can consider attempted murders. He just failed. But that doesn't make anyone less bad. Just because we were there to intervene. But clearly there is something else going on. And again, like in the alternate world, he only confesses to all but the first two. So clearly something weird is going on.
It's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too."
Okay. So if he does consider them already saved, then in his mind, the intention wasn't for you to die. I'm wondering if what he considers saved is facing your shadow self? But I'm wondering how he ever got that, like, in his brain in the first place. And again, it doesn't feel like he ever faced his shadow self, so why would he consider that saving if it's something he's never done? Even though initially I did assume that he had. Doesn't seem like he had based on the TV, unless that's some other entity that's just copycatting him and isn't his shadow self.
So, if he saves...
Yeah, that's what I'm
killing them,
saying.
did he save us too?
But we didn't... None of you guys died, and so it's
Hello
weird
there.
that he would consider you saved if you didn't die, if he was considering the death the saving. Wouldn't he say he tried to save you?
Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
That's what I'm saying.
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes
Hello
only
there,
through
Pika.
death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV.
So yeah, so his saving must be you go inside the TV and you face your shadow self. And that is saving you from something. And Nanako didn't get the chance to face her shadow self, so that's why he would consider her not saved, but still consider you guys saved.
Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
The possibility of a culprit besides Namatame. Could there be something that proves this possibility? Namatame's diary, the copycat murder, the warning letter. Mizusu Hiragi's alibi. I'm gonna be completely honest, y'all. I don't remember the contents of any of these except I remember the copycat murderer, but I don't think that would... I mean, I guess it proves there's a possibility, like it already has happened before. But I don't know how it would directly connect to this. Chie is Sarah for real. She really is. She's very, very Sarah-coded. We love her. I mean, this guy doesn't feel like the kind of guy to send a warning.
You know, someone should tell this guy about psychologists. Those are much easier way to save people. Room 35 sparkle sparkle, room 35 sparkle
There you
sparkle,
go.
room
Definitely
35
more
sparkle
helpful.
sparkle.
That thing.
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them.
But it doesn't seem like it fits with his behavior to have written that. You recall that the first warning letter said, "Don't rescue anymore." And the second one said, "If you don't stop this time, someone close will be put in and killed."
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like don't rescue or kill?
Yeah, because rescue implies that you don't think you're saving them.
Yeah, and the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like I'll put in and kill?
Hey, could this mean?
Now, my time I wrote it wrong, the letter wasn't for me, or he didn't write it. It would make sense if he didn't write it. There's a different killer on the loose. All right, all of you are suspects again. I'm gonna go around pointing all my fingers. Who in this town was really bored? Thank you for the subscription. I can't pronounce that name. Well, thank you. Whoa, Shadow Blackson subscribed too. I wonder, I can't recall if these are the notifications for these ones in particular, because they're hooked up to something completely different. Where the heck is this from? 3 in a row is crazy. Okay. What on earth is happening? Is this for... I'm wondering if this is for room 35. I think it is. It has to be. Hold on, I'm gonna check room 35. I'm gonna check the room 35 channel real quick. Yeah, so I have an alert set up that is honestly, I don't remember what it's connected to. Because it's an alert for subs, and it's either my YouTube or it's for the Room 35 channel. If it was for the Room 35 channel, I don't know why I would have hooked it up to my independent streams, though, because I definitely don't need those alerts when it's just me. But if it was for YouTube, I was like, oh, I would see that number increase there, and I do not. And also, that'd be wild to have so many people do it once. Is it because Room 35 is hosting you? I don't think so. No, because I have to put the alerts that pop up on screen, I have to put those into OBS. So at some point, I hooked up an alert to OBS through, I think, Streamlabs. Streamlabs confuses me because I'm stupid. And I don't use it for my other alerts. So this is the only alerts that come through there. And I don't know what they're associated with. So I'm gonna real quick see if because I just want to know. I need to know this information, where that comes from. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Sorry, I'm going on my mini side quest over here, y'all. Yeah, someone quick, go subscribe to Room 35. And we can prove it. Well, and it says subscribed, so I feel like it has to be YouTube. Ha! Hi, you did that for Room 35? Okay, so I do get 35 notifications for following, and that's why it's that thing. But when it's my little singing guy, when it's my little guy that sings, where does that come from? Why do I do this to myself? I also don't know how to turn it off, because I swear the only alerts that I have are for my Twitch. I swear I don't have any more hooked up. I thought I got rid of everything else. Let's see, stream manager. Yes! All of those people... Oh no, never mind. I was wrong. All those people weren't from here. I just saw other people follow on Room 35. Okay. So the one that had my little singing icon is not for the Room 35 channel. I would assume it is for YouTube, except for the fact that my YouTube sub count didn't increase at all during that period of time. So it's a mystery. It's a mystery even harder to solve than the Persona 4 mystery, even though I should theoretically have all of the information right in front of me. Okay, you did resub to me on YouTube and it didn't show up. Where the heck is it from? I had to have set this up. See, here's the thing. I had to have been the one to manually input that as a setup in my OBS. And I have no clue what it's linked to. Maybe it's just some random streamers getting sub to. And you know what? Congrats. To whoever that is. Because, oh boy, I'm miffed, I tell ya. This is a great bit to get more subs. Is it though, Callum? Because all it is asking the people that are already subbed or followed to unsub and resub or unsub or unfollow and refollow so we can see where it is. Celebrating insert name subs. Yeah, whoever they are. If it's me, if it's Room 35, or if it's some random streamer, you know what? Congratulations, like 5 people just subbed in a row. And that's a special thing. As for me and my chat, we're gonna solve the persona mystery. We're at the end, we're gonna have to be told the answer regardless if we ever pieced it together ourselves or not. Hey, Pikachu! Thanks for testing out the follow over on Room 35.
If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So, Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
I'm wondering if he just didn't realize that it was a killing. So, Namitame is very obviously involved in the attempted murders. But it sounds like from his perspective, they aren't attempted murders. That doesn't mean, though, that he isn't being manipulated by someone else to be doing this deed that he thinks isn't murder, but the person manipulating him knows it's murder. And what, they're just doing it for fun?
Everything is exactly.
But who? Who? That's the question! Someone really bored.
In
Which,
Namatame's parlance,
we're in a small town,
filming
that's a
would
lot
have
of
been
people.
The first 2 cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then... it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet.
You know, that could be true, Lavitz. Teddy did want... Maybe that's why he feels so ashamed. Feels so ashamed to be around us that he had to flee into the TV world again.
We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
You all work together to take another step towards the truth. Wow! We didn't even have to do anything, and we're already ranking up on the Seekers of Truth. Your power to create personas of the Judgment Arcana has grown.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan. But there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Hospital.
Hospital. That's where we are now.
Hey, this place is off limits.
To who?
I'm a consultant with the police.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
I was thinking that too, Pikadusk, where I'm like, if they don't let us in this way, what's to stop us from going through the TV world and finding the TV connected to his room?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah, understood. I see. Well, you're on the list.
Whoa, you're on a super cool list, Naoto.
I can give
You're
you a
so
few
cool.
minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
Might just be gibberish to you, but we might have super secret information you don't know about.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something
Well,
about a
he is the
suspicious object
chief.
out in the lobby.
Ah, well.
But you
then,
think they would
this
need
works out nicely.
Dojima to vet that. Instead of just being like, yeah, I'll just name drop. If that works.
You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san.
I think that's what we should do
Lobby, after all. It sounds
with
serious.
everyone we encounter Lovitz. I think if we yell in everybody's face, "Are you the killer?" they'll be forced to tell us the truth. And that's how we find him. I can't believe we haven't tried this strat
If
before.
anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Please be careful.
Goodbye, Level. Goodbye. Thanks for arriving here. Thanks for popping in. Hope your unstinkiness goes well. Although I don't know if it's even possible. Level's trying the impossible.
I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this
Even Nacho was really disappointed with like, okay, well, your security is terrible.
Wow.
And now we're
There's
all
nothing
going
much
in.
inside that suspicious
Wow.
object. So he won't be gone long.
All right, then now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Quickly, quickly, time's a-wasted. Hello, kidnapper.
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you.
I'll be the one asking the questions here, Nato. Because I'm the player character.
It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are. But we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh?
It seems that he understands what you're saying. What should you ask him? Told you I'd be the one asking the questions around here. You can ask people, "Are you the killer?" and other stupid things. Oh wow, and that must be what you're referencing. Okay. Who'd you throw in first? Did you kill those two girls? Is saving killing people? I feel like all of these are important to know, but what is the most important? I feel like if he is still kind of loopy, like if he's a little out of touch, which it seems like from all our interactions with him he is, it would be better to speak with him in his language. So getting him to elaborate on what saving is might be the best start.
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
What do you mean, though? Why would they otherwise be killed? Again, I feel like someone's manipulated him to believing that if someone appears on the Midnight Channel, that they have to go into the TV or the Midnight Channel will kill them? Because if you think about it, that's another part of the mystery we've never solved. People appear on the Midnight Channel before they're put into the Midnight Channel. How is that possible? If it's a human that is killing them. I guess the thing that we were theorizing way back when, again, there's a lot of gaps between when I played this, but we were theorizing back then is that he was kind of like losing his mind, and when he'd see people on the Midnight Channel, he thought, oh, I have to put them in there. But yeah, he's going with the whole saving thing. So, because I know that was something we questioned initially. Early on in the game, we asked that question, and then it kind of has gotten forgotten over time. But what stems, like, how do people get selected for the TV is a question we've never gotten answered. Now, whether he looked at the channel and then said, oh, I am beholden to throwing the person who I see here into the TV. And we know it has something to do with them getting interviewed, because it's always whenever they get interviewed on that one specific channel. That's when they start appearing on the Midnight Channel. But how do those things correlate? what is making that happen? And then this guy was just doing the grunt work on this side of throwing them into the TV after seeing them. Anyway, we're gonna ask more questions. So, and again, I know some of this stuff is stuff I've already said over the course of the playthrough, but it's easy to kind of forget about some of it over time. Because none of that is new things that I've thought. But it is things that I've kind of forgotten that we've thought about before. Who'd you throw in? Oh, ooh, we get to ask all the questions. Perfect.
Huh? Me?
Wait. Wasn't... No, I guess you were. You were the one on the Midnight Channel. I can't remember how Yosuke got his persona. Did he just fall into the TV with me and that's how? And he had to face his persona that way? I think that is how it was. Hey, at least sometimes I'm spot on though, Lobbits. What should you ask him?
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far.
So he wanted to save them?
After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her.
Okay, but here's the thing. I don't think this necessarily means there has to be a killer in this world. Now, Naoto is pointing in that direction, so that is probably what it is, but I don't think that is the inherent conclusion that you would be left to draw. Because again, there's obviously a supernatural element to all of this in the first place.
And you repeated the process, as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel.
Yeah, that's what it was, Lovitz. It's been so long since that happened. Aw, thanks, Cyberdix.
It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing.
True.
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Indulge us in a few more questions.
What should you ask him? Who killed the first two people? Why the warning letters? Why did you enter the TV? I feel like this answer was to escape us. Who killed the first two? I don't feel like he would know this. I don't know how he would know this. So I don't know if for whatever reason we don't get to ask all these questions, one of these two is probably the better one to ask. I think if he didn't write the letters, which I don't think he did, I think somebody else did, which that does point to there being another human killer versus it just being a supernatural thing, is the fact that we had letters written to us. This would be the one he probably has any information around because it's personal.
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
What should you ask? What do you mean, that kind of place? Okay, we do get to ask all the questions.
What are you talking about?
Yep, figured you wouldn't know. And you're gonna say, I don't know.
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
As I thought.
See, I feel like...
Believe me?
I feel like from Namatame's perspective, it would make sense for him to assume, oh, I see people appear on the Midnight Channel, and then they end up dead. Whoever appears on the Midnight Channel means death. And the Midnight Channel is a supernatural event somehow connected to the TVs, because he did figure out you can shove people into the TV world, so it's a world completely opposite of our own. I would be surprised if he would even think that a real person was involved at all, and he wouldn't just assume, oh, this is the way the Midnight Channel works. This is some weird supernatural, like, ghosty horror movie type thing, you know? That's what I would assume he would think. And the only thing that we really have right now to believe that there is a human directly behind people appearing on the Midnight Channel to be killed is the fact that I was written a letter directly trying to prevent me from stopping it. You know?
Did they find him?
Because before we were like, oh, someone is shoving them into the TV. And that is the killer. Like, they found out you can die in the TV, and that's how they're killing people. But this is the guy putting people into the TV, and it's not to kill them. So if that's not the case, I would assume the death thing is just a supernatural event. But because we have the letter, that's why it's like, oh yeah, no, there is a person that is somehow making this happen. Yeah, I feel bad for this guy now. Oops, sorry about that other timeline, man. Poor decisions, bad argumentation. It's always better to take your time to think things through. That was just poor all the way around. But hey, now we know what would have happened. Yeah, we did. And even though that wasn't the main thing that I was considering when I took that action, that is what the game was saying would happen. And it's not gonna change just because I think about it differently. And I did also kind of agree with Yosuke's overall argument about if he was going to continue it, but you still need to take the time and stop and be like, is that what's gonna happen? Like Chie and Yukiko were saying. So, you know, poor decisions all around. Not the right thing to do by any means. Just as I thought, Namatame is not the culprit. But you know what? It's a video game. You live and you learn.
Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Also, have you faced your shadow self? I know that's not the most important thing, man, but he is in the TV.
Only you?
Trust only
We
us.
did blame you for everything at first. But now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us.
Facts,
as
Pika.
truth.
Please.
I do own Danganronpa. I played like the prologue of it. But I've never played any more of it than that.
Tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story?
What does that mean, Drew? What's that mean?
All right.
Hey, he's lucid. He is lucid because he knows that we're not going to think he's crazy.
Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection.
Cybernetics, I'm really shocked
And all of a sudden,
that you're jumping in so late to
there
this
was
game.
Mayumi.
It's basically about this mystery going on in this small town where people appear on this thing called the Midnight Channel. And then shortly after they would appear, they would disappear. And if you didn't save them from this TV world in time, which is where they would end up dead. So you had to go in there to save them. And in the TV world, there was like a shadow self that they had to face, which was basically like a hidden or repressed thought or feeling that they were living with. And they have to accept that that hidden or repressed thought or feeling is part of them. That it's like, okay, I did feel this way or I did think this way. And then kind of they learn how to deal with that in their lives, like what that means. But yeah,
This is all gonna be like a major big spoilers if you care about like the game and the story at all, because we're kind of deep in. We're decently, you know, we're
Mayumi?
several
Is that you?
dozens of hours into this game.
The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her,
You had the ability to enter the TV too.
my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water.
I wonder what determines a person's ability to enter the TV. Because I don't know if my friends can do it without me, can they?
I was so shocked that I
Or can
lost my
anybody do
balance
it?
and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead. And not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
Namitame is casting his eyes downward painfully. Yeah, that's what I thought,
was
Drew. I
dumbstruck.
thought they needed me in order
But
to go
later
through.
on, I remember the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi?
And I had assumed that the reason I was able to go through and no one else is because I get these weird dreams from Igor. Ooh. And that is what gave me the ability. So I wonder if this guy has been in the Velvet Room too.
I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body.
Okay, I gotta say, it's total bummersville that this guy was able to piece together who all of the people on the Midnight Channel were before us when we directly saw half of these people every single day. Like, you figured out who Yukiko was before we figured out it was Yukiko when we see her in class every day. And yet this guy was just like, yep, well, that's definitely the person that was on the channel, man.
And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did. So I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store.
And I just knew.
After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful. But that same night, on the TV...
Like, what are you even asking her to be
Looked as if
careful
she was
of, though?
being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on, please.
See, all of this feels very much like supernatural-based killer.
The next day,
Not like
they
human
found her
killer.
dead.
Which, again, is sort of what we were assuming before, but the human killer association was the human at what we thought was them killing them by throwing them to the TV. But the rest was all the supernatural part. And now it just feels like supernatural. I saw you on TV, you're going to die! Yeah, no, totally believable. He might have been calling the store, I guess, Lovitz. Because didn't they live at the store, too?
I knew she was going to be murdered.
And he'd
But I
have
couldn't
that
save her.
number.
I blame myself.
We should call the Winchester brothers.
Thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work. Not even my wife.
Nametame Cyberdex, although I feel bad spoiling this if you do end up checking out the playthrough of the game. We thought he was the killer because he is the person that was throwing people into the TV world. And if you don't save them from the TV world, they would die. But we're learning now that that wasn't his intention because people were dying before that would happen anyway.
Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was.
I don't know how he came to draw the conclusion that putting them in the TV would save them, though. Good night, Cyberdex. Thanks for being here. It still could be everyone, Lovitz. It could be all one big, giant, murdery prank that they're playing on me.
But she was murdered. And the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You
The town
really
itself
did
was
love
the
Miss
killer.
Yamano.
Yes. From the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met
Clue
Mayumi.
movie spoilers,
She was
Lovitz.
interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her.
I will say, cheating, adultery, wrong. Just wrong. But it does surprise me the societal impact that it had on them, because didn't they have... Sorry, I missed it if you said that they worked at the same station. Nope, don't skip.
She
Please, don't skip.
Gave meaning to my life.
Here it is. Around that time when I met Mayumi, she was interviewing our candidate for the next election. Yeah, it sounds... Did they work for the same station? Because if it was for the same station, I could understand why the scandal would get them both fired. If it wasn't, then I'm surprised the amount of societal pressure there is around that. Yeah, I know, Drew. Standards are different there for sure. But that still is kind of surprising to me. Again, it's the wrong thing. Shouldn't do it. But being from America, I'm not used to there being those types of consequences unless you work at the same company.
Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you.
Yeah. Lots of people cheat all the time.
She'll be kidnapped next. And murdered.
That's why the consequences here surprise me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm like, wow, you got fired for that? Like, yeah, I think it's morally wrong that you did that, but I am shocked that it had consequences outside of your, direct relationships.
I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her?
Okay, but why are you assuming that it's a... See, this is where I'm confused with him. Is why would he assume it's a human killer? Because how in the world is the TV thing happening? You know? Like, I would assume that the TV is what is killing them, which it will.
What are you trying to tell me?
It's like you weren't keeping them safe. Okay, he's just desperate. He's desperate, he's not thinking it through. Dude, I totally understand. That happened with me yesterday where I didn't think something through with you. But we're good, because now we're here.
No matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calm down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind.
It's like, that really doesn't make sense. Because if you're assuming them appearing on the TV means that a person was going to kill them, wouldn't you also assume that the person who's going to kill them is aware that they're appearing on the TV or making them appear on the TV? Or maybe you thought you were the only person seeing it. I guess that would make sense. Yeah, maybe you thought this.
Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
And I suppose from his perspective, the fact that every time he threw somebody in the TV, we went and saved them so they didn't die. He had no clue then that it wasn't saving them. Through his perspective, he was like, okay, even though the logic was flawed on how he got here, he was like, maybe this will prevent them from dying. He puts them in there, and in fact, they do not die because we rescue them. And if there is still a human killer out there, I'm not sure why the human killer then doesn't target them after the fact. Maybe it's because they become part of our group and they're not as isolated anymore. Like they're always traveling in a pack now. Or if the killer has been using the TV to kill all this time, maybe they require the shadow self in order for the killing to happen. And because they deal with the shadow self, now that's not possible anymore. I have so many questions. I have a feeling the answer that I get isn't going to satisfy me. I'm going to be honest.
So
I have a feeling whatever the answer ends up being, I'm going to be like, but wait, hold up.
kidnapped us in order to save us. Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
So my suspicion is that whether there is a human killer or not, the shadow self in the TV world is required for the person to die. Whether they stay in the real world or they're in the TV world, the shadow self will kill them. With it, just because it exists. But if they're in the TV world and they have a chance to confront their shadow self, that prevents the killing from happening. And for whatever reason, the killer relies specifically on the existence of the shadow self for this to happen. You're not me. So that would be why after we take them out of the TV world, the IRL killer, if one exists, doesn't just then kill them, because that's not their method. That'd be my guess. But I don't know. It's so convoluted.
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me.
I know, that's the hardest part, isn't it, Neil Kane? When you do know the answer, so you can't engage with the theories whether they're right or wrong, because you don't want to accidentally give away what is correct.
It's like whenever I watch movies with people that I've already seen, I do my very best to only make the comments that I had my first time watching it at that exact moment. So I try to remember exactly what I thought at that time, and I'll say that thing, whether it's right or wrong, so that I don't accidentally spoil anything for anyone else. But it's very hard to do.
I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
Yeah, no, they would have died.
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril.
Although, in fairness to him, again, we don't actually have the evidence for it. Because we've rescued everybody.
It was
We're
my
just-
friends here who really saved us all.
So, well, we know that as the gamers.
As the gamers, we have some meta knowledge. My meta ability is I know they would die if we didn't save them.
But as characters, they don't necessarily have that confirmed. They're speculating. They're correct, but they're speculating.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself,
True, the nerd thing.
for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place.
Yes, certain death, for sure. Dude, I'm so shocked he didn't completely go into the TV world before he started throwing people in there. Because he knew he had the ability to go in. Why did you not go in yourself first to check out that it was a safe place before you started chucking people in there, dude? I'm just saying, you might have been well-intentioned, but this was very poorly thought out. It's like tossing someone into a volcano to prevent them from a person chasing them.
I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was.
Well, we live and we learn.
I never knew you couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us?
Namitame, I'm not a smart person. Well-intentioned, just accidentally. Well, I suppose he wasn't committing murder because he didn't, like, regardless if he put you in the TV or not, it sounds like you would end up dead. So he wasn't instigating it like we always assumed. If you're not required to be in the TV to die, then his actions had no bearing on whether somebody was killed or not.
Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Juness?
Yes.
At least we
I wanted
got
to know
cool
why the
glasses
ones I
out of it.
saved were all
And silly
hanging out with each other,
glasses.
and how much you remembered.
Silly glasses! At your Junas.
Every day's great at your Junas. Silly glasses time. This was my reward.
But in
Anything
the end,
but
I couldn't bring
those!
myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty. But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself.
Because you wanted a life of whimsy, Lovitz.
I thought I was going insane. I probably did. And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool.
Well, again, thinking about it more, I don't know if you did do the opposite, because it sounds like people would have died regardless, so I think you had just a neutral impact on the situation. I don't think you made a change at all if they were gonna die either way.
I always always wanted to enter the world of politics and become
You just
useful
made them
to
kind of
society.
miserable before they died because they were stuck in a really crappy world. So I suppose you made the situation a little worse for them before the death happened.
But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero.
You could have entered the world, man. You could have entered to find out.
I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this.
What's done is done. It's still unforgivable.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Nanako's
The things I've
dungeon is
done were
heaven.
Too serious to be brushed aside like that.
That's true. It is unforgivable, Namatame! You made me have to go into Risei's dungeon! Honestly, not that Kanji's was much better. Kanji's also made me pretty uncomfortable. But Risei's was definitely the worst.
Intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger.
Well, you definitely made them less pleasant.
I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the other world? You can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly.
Oh no, YOLO. Oh no. Skip that one. You can just skip that one. You can just skip to the end.
We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
Yes. Yes, we would have. Isn't it great that we didn't do that?
I guess from your
Although
point of
I
view,
still think you need to go
stop
face your
dying once you
shadow
started
self in
saving
there,
people.
dude. Because you're on the TV now. Wait a second. Dude, you're on the TV now. You literally do have to go there and face your shadow self. So before you probably didn't face one because one didn't exist. Because normally you have to appear on the Midnight Channel first. And you guys are right that while it always has been somebody that has been interviewed on that specific news channel, the shadow itself has normally also represented rumors that people have spread about them. But I've kind of more so tied it to this is something this person thinks or feels about themselves, and rumors would not always apply to that, because people could make rumors about you where you're like, this doesn't apply to me at all, actually, and I don't know how this ever got started in the first place. But the rumors in particular are typically, or the shadow selves have been associated with something that person has thought or felt about themselves, regardless of rumor. And now that he is well known and was on TV, he now has a shadow self that he didn't have before, so he hadn't had to face. Okay, dude, you do have to go into the TV to do this.
You did it. The more
I
you
wasn't
do, the more
wrong!
you're preventing their deaths.
I'm such a
You and
jerk.
Nanako both need to face yours, or bad things will happen.
I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
What are you all crammed in here for?
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait.
Yeah, all you have to do is listen to the music, and then instantly you can be like, let's skip to the end of that one. I wouldn't mind if they changed that one a little bit in the remake.
I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
That's our plan. Now the cop heard me say that's our plan, and he's
It's
gonna
all
report it
clear
to
now.
somebody.
He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first two victims into the TV.
Okay, so
We are saying that for the person to die, they did have to be thrown into the TV. It's just that for whatever reason, the killer waited for the fog to be at a very specific time before they did it? Okay, sure. Sure. And then they were just leaving it up to this guy after he started doing it. They were like, oh, okay, somebody else is doing it for me. I'll just let him keep doing it because all I care about is that the people die. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. You've taken another step towards the truth. Dang, this social rank is flying by. We'd be flying by faster if I didn't stop to talk between every piece of dialogue. The Seekers of Truth social link has reached level 3. Your power to create personas of the Judgment Arcana has grown.
Now get out of here!
Okay,
I
okay,
told
chill,
you,
man.
He's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Telling you, if this dude doesn't go into the TV though and face a shadow self, he is probably gonna die.
Like she's in pain.
You
She's
rascals.
fighting for dear life. This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out.
Okay, but retracting on what I had just finished saying Namatame was off the hook for. If the real killer did have to throw people into the TV in order for them to get killed by their shadow selves, then yes, Namatame, well, not intending to, was killing people too. It's like he was poisoning them when he thought he was giving them a cure. But that's assuming that is what the killer was doing, which we are left to assume is the case.
Let's revisit Saki-san
We are left
and
to
Miss
assume that.
Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know.
I was thinking it
People
might be like a
remember some
Ring
things now
situation,
because
right?
They've had so much time to think about it.
Where like you don't have to get thrown into the TV for the shadow self to kill you, that after the fog rolls in, regardless if you were in the TV or not, it would like wring itself out of the TV and murder you. That's what I was assuming was happening if they didn't go into the TV, which is why I was like, so you're not killing them, it's neutral. But if the other killer was throwing them into the TV for them to also die, then yes, Namatame was incidentally accidentally participating in their murder directly. Anyway.
Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
You know, that is what it would be like, Pikadusk. So it's like, you didn't mean to. But also, you didn't even check, man! You didn't even check the TV for yourself. Tomorrow, you'll all be going to talk to people in town. Hey, Red Sweetrum, thank you very much for following. Will this finally help uncover the information that will lead you to the true culprit? You decide to go home early today and get some rest. He did something. He sure did something, Lovitz. I think all I'm allowed to do now is sleep, huh? Am I not going to be allowed to do anything until the case is solved? Because I was really hoping I'd still be able to improve some other social links here. Today is the day the school was founded, so you have the day off from school. You need to investigate the town. You wonder if you'll be able to gather the information you need to catch the killer. The cat's been fed. We don't ever have to feed the cat again. It has learned how to feed itself. We are safe. The veggies! I forgot about the veggies. That's okay. It's not like we really need them. Okay. Central Shopping District. Yo, what up? Man, this fog makes me feel like we're still inside the TV. Yeah, I wonder if we could like summon our personas here or something. Stares intently at Yosuke. Wonder if we can really find any new clues about the killer. No use whining about it now. Let's step up and search and get that info. Oh, also the kids were talking about how the whole town is appearing on the Midnight Channel, probably because the whole country, like,
the town itself is in the news now, and the whole country is talking about it. So. I did finish the fish, and I did finish the big bowl. And I just have a couple social links left. What am I supposed to be looking for? Information on what happened before we entered the TV world, You know, about that first murder, I wonder why it happened. Let's ask around and gather as much information as we can. I'll see you later. I should probably just talk to everybody, huh? I tried talking to this old guy earlier, but he didn't even see me. What with the fog and all? Guy just ignored me and walked off. I know it wasn't personal, but kinda hurt. Damn fog. Hurry up and go away! Oh no. Are we gonna get another poem from Marie? You look very distressed. Is it because the fog is so thick you can't read your books? This fog has gotta be some kind of biological weapon. It's a conspiracy! You know who I heard it was? Juness! Yeah, that's right. Juness. The country of Juness is staging an all-out attack on Inaba! Country?
Every day's great
what?
at your Juness.
It's a retail store, sir. It's a supermarket chain. What is it? About these murders. What are you talking about? You explained about the incident involving Saki and Yamano, the female announcer. Did all that happen just last spring? Wow! It seems like so long ago. Who's gonna remember something from that far back anyway? Okay, well... Alright, just never mind. What about you? Can I help you? That incident last spring. I still wonder what happened. It was a pretty big deal, wasn't it? I'd almost completely forgotten about that. Wow, that must be getting old, huh? Oh, yep, no more goofy glasses. Sorry, I did hear it, and then I was like, oh, I should change that. But I was finishing up the conversation first, and then I promptly forgot. I promptly forgot after the fact, but it's okay, you reminded me. Hey, what up, what's Red Sweet Drum? What up, what up? Welcome to the chat. If you come to see my art, please look around, take your time. Yeah, take your time. If only I had more scorching scale, I'd be able to make a new type of weapon. Okay, well, that's not very helpful to me at all, good sir. Do you guys... Yep, and there's another one. How much you want to bet our character is still gonna read it this time? After being told multiple times to stop reading those. Something is different. Marie is nowhere to be found. That's not all that different. This should be a very familiar situation to us. There's another piece of paper on the floor. Something is written on it in horrible script, as if someone wrote it with their offhand.
Release yourself. Release yourself. From desire, from impulse. Logic and rationales are excuses for the weak. Release yourself.
Huh?
Your heart's voice. Your internal scream. In exchange for a lost voice, grab hold of your proof of life.
Okay.
Never let it go.
Okay. This must be another of Marie's poems. Ah!
What is this?
What is happening to me? Why is this here? I put that in my pocket. It doesn't make any sense. It's gotta be... Hey, don't read that! You inconsiderate scumbag! Why would you read my heart's voice? No! It's not my heart's voice. Hush now, Marie. If you need to release your impulses, please do it elsewhere, somewhere. Shut up! This is just... Huh? Impulses. Release? I will never let this go. Stop reading my stuff. Marie returns to her seat, quivering with either rage or embarrassment. Likely both. That was an absolutely atrocious poem level. And I don't know why we keep reading them. I don't know why.
Okay, let's see if these guys got anything to say. You're the clairvoyance or whatever. You should be able to tell me everything. I think, okay, this is all just requests.
You came, but I can't leave this room right now. Apparently, I can't leave when my existence is wavering. Whatever that means. I'll be waiting outside when I'm able to go out. So talk to me then, okay?
Alright, yeah, it ain't gonna tell me nothing.
Okay, anything here? Nope, just a tofu shop. Crow, wait, no!
You probably have all the answers for me! You flock in a murder!
Ah, welcome. I've been feeling poorly recently.
You need to be careful too. The fog, there's something about it. Just gives me a bad feeling.
That is a tsundere, yes. I've been asking around about Teddie too, but I'm surprised how many people actually remember him. They're all like, oh yeah, that guy in the bear suit from Juness. But nobody has seen him, yesterday or today. He's loved by so many different people. Where the heck could he have gone?
Hey, listen to this! Rosette came and spoke to me! This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I asked her for her autograph and what type of guy she's into. You are an old man. You should not care about that last part. Anyway, what do you want? I'm sure you can see how busy I am. About those murders, although there might be another one committed right now if you are inappropriately talking to a teenage girl. Didn't they capture the suspect and put a lid on that case? Are you done asking questions? Good, now go away. I'm very busy talking to Rosette right now.
Beef bowl. You have to gather information. Try asking some of the nearby people. Well,
There are people in the restaurant, right?
even if someone's been killed, everyone just forgets it so easily. But rumors they hear from friends and the TV get remembered for a long time. Why is that? It's been a while since the first two incidents. Do you think we'll find anyone who still remembers them? This fog sure is dark and creepy, isn't it? Oh, you have a question for me.
About those murders.
A little while ago, they said that a suspect had been caught. It was in the newspaper. It was that Namatame-san, right? I remember seeing him around from time to time. Oh, how horrible. It really does frighten me. I don't recall seeing any other strange people, so I'm sure he's the culprit. Is it true that there are no other suspicious individuals? Perhaps you should ask someone else about this. I did not take a sip of anything.
Was there a noise that you heard? The fog isn't clearing, even though the year's almost over. It's deplorable. It'll be so cold on New Year's and I'll never be happy. What do you want?
About those murders?
I can't remember something from that long ago. There isn't anyone like that in this town. I even know you! You're the kid who stayed at Dojima-kun's house!
Oh, yeah, okay. You look sad. Since all I hear from everyone is poison, I've gotten kind of freaked out, too. I wonder where I can buy a gas mask. I need to get one. Everyone else has one already.
Hydration Nation! Everyone take a nice big sippy. Everybody, okay? We're going to sip some water. Here, hear it sloshing around. Yeah. That's the sound of liquids. Not just any kind. The H2O kind. I know, right? Jealous? You probably would be. Everybody take a nice long sip. And be grateful that you live in a place that has access to fresh, relatively clean water to drink on demand. Oh no, Level. You gotta go get some more.
It's me. You recognize me? Why am I outside? When I'm at home, I just see more news about the murders. I thought I'd stay out here and watch the sunset. Of course, I'm gonna watch TV when I get home anyway. Even then, I can't see the sunset because of all this fog. I hate it! So depressing.
Why did you assume... We've been living in this fog forever. Didn't you know you can't see the sunset by now?
Do you have a question?
About the murders.
Oh, come on! Don't make me even more depressed. It said on the news that the suspect had been caught. So that whole thing's over now, right? What else is there?
Tell me about suspicious people.
It's a small town. If there was anyone suspicious, there would be rumors going around all over. But at least I haven't heard any news or rumors like that, so I'd say there's no such person.
Glasses? Glasses! Surely people have just not been taking me seriously enough because I haven't been wearing the proper investigative gear, which is clearly the silly glasses. So if I ask around with these, maybe we're gonna start getting some answers. Oh my goodness, Drew, it's so late! I hope you still get enough sleep, though. With it being that late over there. Motorcycle lover. Gotta be careful when taking your motorcycle out on a foggy day. I wish whoever honked at me when I slowed down more than usual understood that. He yelled at me for going too slow. What's so wrong with following the speed limit? Wait, or was I at fault there? You know, introspection is a good thing, but that did not help me at all, sir. Maybe the children that normally play by here will have the answers.
I know everything about books.
Okay, you got nothing. I can't just go around asking children about murders.
My teacher said to go home quickly because of the fog. It's nice not to have the girls chasing me around, but it's boring because I can't play soccer now. Not doubtful.
Are you a murderer, kid? Hey, kid! You remember those murders from way back when? Seen anything funny going on around these parts, kid? That crow, I'm telling you, that crow knows something. Okay, I can ask everybody if they recall anyone suspicious now. I've unlocked this. A strange person? Nah, I don't think I've seen any. I mean, this is pretty small town, wouldn't you say? If I'm hot, I'm pretty sure I'd remember. So I should double back on people here. The bird is the running guy going to school. It's just proof that we're in a simulation. No, I don't think I've seen any suspicious people. Except for you, who's interrupting my conversation with Reset. You suck, Mr. Man. You suck. Lady, you. Anyone suspicious?
A suspicious person? No, I can't think of anyone. Not from this town, anyway.
Maybe in the town over. No! Don't say that, Lovitz. Don't say that! Don't say those filthy, horrible lies. Oh yeah, what did you need?
It's you. Fog's pretty thick today. I go out on walks and I can hardly recognize my surroundings. It's pretty sad, ain't it? But hey, thanks for stopping to talk to me. That lamp I asked you, is you still looking for it? You know, I'd look in the clouds, so I definitely haven't been there yet.
I should have gone at some point. I can't believe I didn't go there last time. Oh my goodness. Last time when we were searching for those stupid pebbles. What we should have done is gone to Nanako's area. I don't know why we didn't. Such a waste. I don't know why I didn't go there. Ah! You guys, you can't say those 3 letters. You know what they do. Ah! Now I can't look at chat. I can't read I can't read chat anymore. It's not a safe space. I'm gonna have to ban that word. Boo. Average! My daughter was in an accident. On top of that, it was a hit and run. Nobody could tell what kind of car it was because of all the fog. Sheesh, this is horrible. Thankfully, she wasn't hurt too bad. But she was right, wasn't she? That fog is dangerous. I need to start letting everyone know. Oh, sorry, you can't tell me any more than that.
The fog isn't clearing up, is it? Isn't that just a little strange? My wife is all business as usual, but I'm a little worried. By the way, do you need anything?
About those murders.
I'm sorry. All I remember is that something happened.
I have a feeling anytime we ask about the murders, that no one's gonna have anything. That's why we have the secondary question now.
I know it was pretty shocking, but what can I say? A lot of time passed. We've had a lot of people come to our store, but I can't say anyone was particularly suspicious.
She's just a scratch.
Cat, wait! Do you know anything?
Flop! Snooze. That's not an answer.
Do you need something? Have I seen a strange person? I don't know. Out in the country, if there was anybody strange walking around, everybody would know about it right quick.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just do my due diligence and also ask you about the murders.
You remember that, don't you? Nope, do not.
Don't say that about these cute little kitties. Yeah. They say meep and ya. That's what we should name them. Meep and ya. Oh, yeah, you're allergic to cats, aren't you? Whoops. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Where else could we possibly go? I guess we could check out our Juness.
Can I help you? The incident last spring? I don't remember anything from that long ago. I'm gonna be studying for college entrance exams next year, so I've got no room for useless information like that. Doesn't look like you'll find any more information on the incidents last spring. A suspicious person? Now that you mention it, my friend was saying she saw someone. I think she's just wandering around the shopping district, so why don't you ask her?
I was already there! I was already there!
I hate how it's foggy every day now. This is the season for winter vegetables, too. What will I do if the fog really is poison? All my vegetables will go rotten. This is all because not enough people eat their vegetables. If only my son would clean his plate, he'd... Okay, I'm just gonna walk away.
I'm just gonna walk away in the middle of that rant.
First, we should retrace our steps. That would be the simplest way. Saki Konishi and Mayumi Yamano. There should be a commonality between the two. Surely there were some witnesses. Any scrap of data could be useful, no matter how small.
Leave Juness. Leave Juness. Leave Juness and we head back to the central shopping district. Ah! The central shopping district. Was it you?
Huh? Someone told you that I saw a suspicious person? Oh, that. You remember Saki Konishi, don't you? You know, she passed away a while ago. She told me how that Namatame person came to her one day and started spouting like all this craziness. Something about the TV? I wonder what that was all about. His relation to Saki? Hey, I don't know what you're implying, but you've got it all wrong. Saki was a good girl. It's just that people misunderstood her. She must be referring to the time when Namatame tried to warn Saki. It seems the thing about Namatame making advances on Saki was a misunderstanding.
I am a rogue, that's right. I love being a rogue. Sally's a bard, Sear's the barbarian, and Rachel's a warlock. Tried talking to this old guy earlier, couldn't see you. Okay, I think you guys are all gonna repeat stuff.
But now who do I talk to? I guess I could just go and talk to everybody again. You have gathered as much information as you could. You should report back to the group. Okay. I'm glad that they did that, because otherwise I would just be wandering around double checking with everybody else again. You met up with your friends after you finished gathering information.
I'm seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same
That's a
for
major
me.
bummer, dude.
There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit. Ditto for me.
Well, if you're being fair to a lot of the citizens, the most they know is about what's being said on TV. So it's fair for them to be like, okay, I'm only informed about this from what the news and the police are reporting, and I thought they caught the guy.
Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all. The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
Yeah, everybody's gonna get the mega beef bowl, and I'm gonna be the only one who's able to finish. And I'm gonna be like, look, guys, I'm not average. Peru, right here.
What should we do?
I'm a glutton.
Well, one steak bowl, please.
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Cowards. None of them willing to take on the beef bowl.
You all finished eating the dishes that you ordered.
Oh, now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much.
Yada yada yada. You spoke with everyone about the information you gathered today.
So, to sum up,
Dummy even talks like Sarah. Oh, it's Sarah.
there really was no new information. The end.
Yeah.
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't, but otherwise the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddie too, but no one's seen him.
Goodness gracious, you guys. Let's just go into the TV and find Teddie. I just know if I enter there independently, it's just gonna allow me to do the dungeons. It's probably not gonna be us looking for Teddie. I guess, I mean, I should still try. I can save and still try. Actually, I can't! Because the game hasn't been giving me those free options anymore. I'm kind of forced into story stuff right now.
Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion.
Like an authority figure?
I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Or a milkman. We got delivery guy off the table. Just sitting here won't help you think of anything better. You decide to go outside and get some fresh air.
It's snowing.
It's snowing.
Peach fan!
No
Peachfield!
wonder it's chilly.
Hello, Peachfield. Hello, hello for in the YouTube world. Lovely to see you.
Ugh, it's freezing out here. Maybe this will help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing.
Or just give you a cold.
Hey, is it snowing? Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it.
There must be something that's been overlooked. It's urgent that you get over the roadblock facing you. The clues you need must already be in your hands.
What's the matter?
You should go over everything you know one more time. The culprit had some sort of connection with both Mayumi Yamano and Saki Konishi. And judging by the warning letters, the culprit most likely knows about the other side and what you did there. It's highly likely that they also knew what Namatame was doing and stood back to watch. Who would know all these things? Another oddity about the case is that there were almost no witnesses. Both warning letters seem to have been delivered directly to your house, but no one saw anyone suspicious. No one unusual was seen around Mayumi Yamano or Saki Konishi either. No one suspicious. No one suspicious. But someone else could have been seen around them that doesn't appear suspicious. That would have a reason to talk with them. Or be in the area. Despite the police dispatching an unusually high number of officers to perform a thorough investigation, there must be someone in this small town who fits all the facts. The person who seems to be the most likely culprit is...
Teddie! It's all of us! It's all my friends! Just start pointing fingers. Yosuke sitting right next to me. It's Yosuke! He's the killer! He would have had no reason... See, none of these people would have appeared suspicious talking to either of them, except for Teddie, who wouldn't have been able to do it. You know? Like, Teddie does not have the possibility to have not been suspicious, because he couldn't have talked to the first two people in the first place. But all these people know about the TV world. I mean, it's obviously not our friends. Kanji, it's not the people we know. Dojima! Nanako! Nanako's an option? We know it's not Namatame. Okay. I still think it could be Adachi. I know I've accused literally everybody, but part of the reason that I thought it could be him when I first, like, met him and accused him was, like, he mentioned being from a big city too and how he gets bored here. So the reason I was like, oh, maybe he could be the killer is one, he's always lurking around everywhere. He has access to all this information about the case because he's actively working it. So you could easily help lead people astray or try to cover it up. But when we first talked to him, he's like, oh yeah, I'm from a big town too. It's kind of like boring over here. I'm not getting out of these cases. He also probably feels like underappreciated. And all that, because Dojima, let's be so for real, bosses him around a lot, so he could want to feel a sense of power. But with the fact that people are dying, I could see him taking advantage of that kind of situation to be like, oh, at least something interesting is happening now. But I don't know who the other, like, options are either. So far, he's the only one on this list that is an option. Am I going to be able to cycle through all of this if I still say someone else? Mayumi Namada. How could it be these people? They're dead. And then we know it's not that guy. Okay. I don't even remember these people. Mizuzu. Kosh. Oh, wait, that's my teacher. This is one of my teachers. No, it's not them. That's the student. That's one of the students. I don't remember who this is. It's not Ko. It's not Daisuke. It's not... Who's Ayane? No. Eri. Think once again. Okay, so it's gonna let us cycle through all of them. Okay, literally the only person on this list who it could be is Adachi. If this list has the correct person on it. If this list has the correct person on it at all, it is Adachi. If this list is just a list of everybody we know and none of them are right, then none of them are right. It doesn't matter who I pick. Of course, if you look only at the circumstances, you can't completely rule out the possibility. And also with, again, kind of the information that we've gotten just now with nobody being suspicious who's been around these people. You're right, Peachfield. How could I possibly say that? Sure. Let's do a game. Are we going to figure out if we're right? Like right now? Or are we not going to figure that out to the very end? I can start a gamba. I can start a gamba, and if we don't figure out before the end of stream, I'll just cancel it. Or, yeah, no, I'll just cancel it. I was thinking of maybe giving an option where we don't find out yet. Oh, that's true. That's true, Lovitz. I would have had to do it before I placed a guess. That's true. Because people that know already know if I get it right. But yeah, so if nobody suspicious was seen around them, then they would have had some sort of authority or reason to be there. Being a policeman does also fit that. Also, I thought it was kind of sus that in our other endings, Adachi didn't follow us into the guy's room, into the hospital room. He kind of shows up late towards the end of it. But he could have been hot on our tails, and he kind of just lollygags around. Like, he hangs back near Nanako's room. So if he was a threat, I know Teddie was there. Like, he was the other person there. But, and I don't know what he would do, because if the method of killing is strictly TV-based, I don't think it would be like, he'd do anything physical to anybody. But yeah, it's a little weird that he lagged back, but that also could have just been like a story coincidence thing. Adachi may have been able to keep an eye on your actions. Well, he was around constantly, and as a policeman, it's his job to literally observe the town, so he'd be paying attention to us. He would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well. Thinking about it, you encountered him many times while investigating the case. You learned much about the police's movements from Adachi as well. That's another reason I was saying that he was the murderer early on. I was like, he keeps spilling all of this stuff to us, like he's bumbling through it, but it's like, that felt very intentional. So I was like, it could definitely be him. But I don't know, this game has made us think it's one person and then another person, and then this could be another bait and switch. There's no exact reason to doubt him, but something is bothering you. If it is him, I can't believe that man ate sushi in my house. Okay. I hope he got food poisoning. You spoke Adachi's name.
Huh? What about him?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force.
Yeah, red herring's a type of fish.
Approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports.
The killer's the nurse, Austin in shambles.
It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
Yep.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Yep. Or if he wanted to suss us out for what we were doing, give us information.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right?
Yeah, that's the name we said.
I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective.
Which could all be a ploy.
Are you really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi...
Yeah, Nato, you worked really closely with the detectives throughout this whole thing.
I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something...
So you would have more info about how he behaves generally, because we've only gotten him in bits and pieces, and you've been around him for more extended periods of time.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
Oh, you should speak about it. Aw, that was really cute.
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
It's very possible, Peachfield. I could see that being an option. The killer is secretly one of the other Room 35 girls that just teleported into the game exclusively for the purposes of messing with me.
That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
Wait, what?
Was he...
Wait, what?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it.
Okay, guys, when we're going through and we're telling our stories about everything that's happened, we got to include all the details and all of the people, even if you think they're innocuous.
That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her.
Because I don't remember if we got this information before, or I just totally forgot. It's possible I forgot.
Her. He didn't spend the night there?
That's what I'm saying. We gotta bring up all of the details. Like, recount it to the T. Mention everybody that was involved.
I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon.
Huh?
But I thought, you know, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but...
I'm telling you, Lovitz, the motive is he came from a big city and nothing was happening here and he was bored. I think that is literally the motive. I think he was bored.
It's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Also, I want to go back to that, if this is him, I want to go back to that moment when I was talking to him that one time and clip that I said that, oh, bored? Well, I'm sure this isn't what I said, but I definitely thought and probably said something around the lines of bored enough to be a killer then? For your own intrigue? I know I thought it. I hope I said it. I hope I said it because I did totally call it in my brain. I mean, granted, I also did accuse everybody. But I had reasons for accusing him.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims.
One of them was gonna be right, Lavit.
Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places. And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, oops, I said too much and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter
I'm pretty
into
sure
your mailbox
that's
either.
still a win, though, because what matters is that I still got it right. Okay, I got a little gung-ho about the Namatame thing. I felt like there was a lot of things happening there. I got a little too gung-ho with that.
Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Various peculiarities have begun to cast a suspicious shadow on Adachi.
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
It's him, all right. We need to confirm this. Maybe we're imagining things. Okay, well, after last time, it's important to confirm.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible.
Me when bored, dang. I should do some creative writing. I practice piano, Lindy. Boredom? That means it's about to do like 18 Nagasaki's in a row. No! No, just some casual TV murders. I'm hearing an echo. Namatame revealed as the killer. I knew it! Now Adachi on the chopping block. I knew it! I did! I did know it. I did. Do it all along. I knew they were both involved, and they are both involved, okay? Namatame might have been doing it incidentally, but he was still responsible.
Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now? Right, I see. Thank you.
Alright, next time I play a game like this, I'll just pick one person that I'm gonna call as the killer, and it either will be them or it won't be them. And we will accuse nobody else. It'll just be a singular person.
To the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
Things are moving quickly now. You feel that you're getting closer to the truth.
We are really speedrunning, guys.
This is the Persona 4 social link speedrun. Your judgment to create your power to create personas in the Judgment Arcana has grown. The invariant. Oh, that's depressing. Although not.
Huh? What are you guys doing here?
Not just the American method, though, Peachfield. I know that there are some countries that do it even worse than we do, which is unfortunate. You would hope for improvements. Hey, I'm just trying to piece stuff together, alright, love? It's the fact that I piece together anything correctly at all. Major win. Big win.
Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, it's been clear to him several times that he needs to stay put.
Murderer!
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering, you seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Adachi.
Look at that
Where's
little
Namatame?
face.
There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Okay, to be fair though, I don't know if you should be the one doing the questioning. I don't know if that'd go over super well. Just totally not speaking from experience.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first two murders have been bothering me.
Yeah, a little bit biased, Oh!
His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid.
Okay! You know what? Dojima, actually, maybe you should question him.
We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of
He's
his
thinking it
testimony.
through like a real detective.
That part's still nagging at me.
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
You know, for someone who's always been spilling a bunch of police business, you certainly seem pretty testy that we're still poking around this.
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job. You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment? Get better as soon as possible.
Always, yeah, always 110. Totally no times that I caught him slacking around constantly.
We came to confirm something with
Probably
Adachi-san.
because he already knew who the killer was. You should question Adachi about when Yamano vanished, about Saki's interrogation. Hopefully we'll get to ask both. I'm assuming we will. Invite him for more sushi. Yes, gas station sushi.
The time the announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back.
You should question Adachi about Saki's interrogation.
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice. Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped.
Put poison in his cup. I mean, we do need to confirm this as well before we jump the straight. The poisoning. Not that we should do that. That would still be the wrong action to take. I know. There's still something you need to question Adachi about. About the warning letter.
Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Hey, What do you mean you don't
Yeah,
remember?
go do chronological order. In it.
I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
Why do you give anything to him to do, to be honest?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But you completely got rid of it, because it would tie back to you!
Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind.
One of the most important things about the case slipped your mind right after something horrible happened that was related to the letter? That's really interesting, Adachi. That's like...
Besides,
that's like really
the thing was just a prank, wasn't it?
Oh no, Drew, no! Drew got an ad. That's depressing. Alright, I'm gonna go retreat into lurker mode. Hey, good for you, Peachfield. I hope your creative writing goes well. Thanks for lurking.
Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now.
How'd we know you're not opening up his wounds every night? Sounds like something you would do.
I need to get to the station and report in.
I like how he's yelling, but the portrait is still like his chill smiling face.
Just one more thing, please. We know for certain now that the first two murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
Someone's sweating.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
What? That's ridiculous.
Alright, everyone's gotta listen to Peachfield. The sign-off is chat! Y'all are beautiful and deserve to look at yourselves in the mirror and list off your countless beautiful traits. And then be nice to Lindy, only tease her when she inevitably walks right into it. I will argue against the word inevitably being used, but thank you. Right back at ya, Peachfield. Similar to how your characters react in Pokemon Sun, your friend's getting kidnapped. Your dumb character's just smiling. They don't bother to change the expressions. Honestly, why weren't they using this face for when he was yelling?
We already know Namatame's the one who put them all in.
What did you just say?
Put them all in what, Adachi?
Put them all in. What's this putting them in business? Do you know something about the method behind their murders?
I mean, okay. Technically, here's kind of a loophole here. We confessed the entire story to Dojima. Adachi was also in the room. So they both did hear me talk all about the TV world. Because I confessed everything to them. So, oh, but I suppose we didn't say anything about someone putting them into the TV. I don't know. But like in his defense, previously in this game, we did make the choice to tell them everything. So they both should know.
Talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
Oh, yeah, you're right. Dojima's like this right now too, where it's like, why would a detective believe that's true? Because Dojima didn't believe a lick of it. And so why would Adachi talk as if it was accurate? That's true. That's true. That's true. We never got a chance to actually prove it to them.
I see.
I forgot, Doji. We'd left that conversation. Dojima never believed us. For some reason, I thought we were able to get to a place where it's like he saw what happened.
To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before, I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident. At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow, then that settles it. How, I wonder, would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days, Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection.
Yeah,
Wow,
because the
that-
town didn't treat the disappearances as if somebody had been kidnapped. In my mind, people disappearing was like, oh, the police should be looking into this. But while they thought it was like mysterious, they never treated it that seriously. And they certainly didn't treat it as associated with the murders. Because obviously the people turned up eventually.
What do you say to that?
So how would
Detective
he have
Adachi?
known that the people that disappeared were tied to it at all?
I don't know. I said I'm busy.
Wait, you son of a bitch!
Get him, Kanji! Get him!
Damn it!
Okay, you need to go rest though.
Adachi!
Probably feeling more mad and betrayed than anybody else. Ruh-roh, Reggies. Namatame's hospital room. Adachi isn't here either. Is he in the TV?
What the? I swear he ran this way.
Is he in the TV?
Damn it! Where the hell'd he go?
In the TV!
Did you find him?
You're about to witness something that's gonna make you think that you're really high on drugs. You're gonna be like, what did they give me here?
Nobody's seen Adachi, and there's no record of anyone leaving this
He's
area.
in the TV.
So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He's still here? But we looked! We didn't find him anywhere!
That bastard.
Dojima-san? For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
Okay, no, okay. You need to rest, but, like, also, I need you to see this. I need you to know what is happening. Please, please witness me go into the TV.
This up. There could be lasting damages.
Witness me!
Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right. Sorry. You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him.
I already know where he went! He's inside of a TV!
He hasn't left this ward yet? I don't think he would. But could he have...
That's what I'm saying, Yulosaurus. Okay, we're piecing it together really fast. They just didn't say anything when...
If he's the
What's his
killer,
face
he
was
can
in the
go
room,
through,
Dojima.
right? You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
Oh no, Level. The chair that was supposed to not fall apart when you sat in it, you used the wrong screw, so did it fall apart again when you sat in it? Let's go in. Let's go in tomorrow. Why don't we just go in now? There's no time like the
It's
present.
too dangerous to go in from here.
Well, then let's break into Junes. We have the guy that's the son of the guy that owns the store.
I'm 100% positive he used this TV, and on top of that, we don't know where it might lead.
All right, then let's go in the
Let's go
Junes
in from
TV.
Junes, like always.
Okay, well, we can do it right now.
It'll be
We can do it
fun.
today.
So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
I'm sure we will. We're very skilled. Very OP. The extremely suspicious Detective Adachi. You've taken another step closer to the truth.
Are we gonna level? Yeah, we're gonna level up this. It's almost completed. Come on, I still need to get my other social ranks up too.
Our power to create personas of the Judgment Arcana has grown.
You can't leave without Teddy. Oh yeah, Teddy.
You split up for today, and you all went back home. Even though you totally could have still gone to the TV tonight.
You decided just leave me here all by myself. Alright, guys. I believe that is where we're gonna call it for this evening. Oh, I'm very, very invested in what's gonna happen next. Hey, there's gotta still be some chances to level up Naoto. Because I feel like, well, one, we took our tests and everything, so we still have to get whatever boon we would get from that.
And we can't until we get, like, the results of the test back. So surely we're gonna have more time to bond with people. You know? Cutscene part over! Now we can play the game! And we'll be playing it next time. I am very, very, very invested, though, in what's gonna happen next. We are nearing the end game. Oh yeah, absolutely no idea. Turns out Adachi was just hiding under the bed. Like, literally nobody checked the room. He theoretically could have hid under the bed, knowing we would expect that he would have gone into the TV. You know? And then been like, oh good, they're gone. Now I can just, like, run for real. But, yeah. Still lots to do, still lots of social links to do. Still gotta do some dungeon-based stuff. Many quests. I'm pretty sure we haven't done. This is definitely not the tutorial. Don't even play me like that, Lavis. We are in the end game now. This is the end of the game. We're in the final stretch. We are here. Oh, I'm assuming Adachi is definitely 100% the real killer, both based on the way he acted and the based on Drew being like, finally revealed. How many hours is your save? Too many. Too many. Too many hours.
Every
What was
day's
it?
great at
101 hours. To be fair, some of that was dungeon crawling where I didn't realize I could run away from enemies when I was going to look for items for quest stuff. And another part of it was the fact that I stop between every character talking to commentate a lot of the time. Like, let's be so for real. All of this stuff, like, if I hadn't said anything and I had just let the characters do all this cutscene stuff, that probably would have taken like 30 minutes. And we still would have had an hour and a half to do other things. But because I talked during it, that half an hour of cutscenes turned into 2 hours. So, we're gonna actually get into it. Get to play more next time. I don't know what we're doing for stream this weekend. So maybe if I have time, I'll play more this weekend. If not, we'll get more on Tuesday. But as always, thank you guys oh so very much for spending your Thursday evening with me. It is an honor and a pleasure to get to stream and chat with you all. Yeah, Geezer Geyser, it's time for me to go. Your commentary is what makes these streams better than average. Oh, thank you, Level. It's also what makes them much longer than average, but that's what you're here for. Hey, Hasvi Sa. Hello, hello. Hello and goodbye. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. God bless you all. Take care of yourselves, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye. Oh, and in the meantime, try and figure out the mysterious case of what those alerts were that I should theoretically be able to figure out because they're definitely connected to me in some way. But take your wildest guess and maybe I'll have an answer for you at some point in the future. Bye.